Hey guys, and welcome to a special video on my channel. Now, as some of you may know, today marks my 2-year anniversary on YouTube. When I first started, it was back in July 2016, so I'm happy that we're here for the 2nd year. I didn't know exactly any better way to celebrate the 2-year mark, because last year what I did is I did a Q&A session, which went down quite well. But today what I wanted to do is I wanted to give you a setup tour. Last time I did one of these, it was about a year and a half ago. I think it was something down to October 2016. And I did that just for the sake of doing it. But a lot of stuff has changed, a lot of things have been upgraded or just changed in general. So yeah, hopefully you'll enjoy and you get to see an insight as to what I have, what I record with, and to what's around me while I'm screaming my head off during a Cuphead session or something like that. So yeah, hope you'll enjoy. So overall, the setting hasn't really changed. This stays as the playing side, and this stays as the recording side. So the specifics are that this computer was like, I think it's double as good as it is now. It's got the same case and all stuff. It's been changed around. It's got new fans. It's got new graphics cards, and it's got a different processor. I'll have some specs come up on screen for you now because I know people would like to know all about that stuff. So yeah, that's that. I've got my keyboard down here, which is a UThink or UX, depending of how wherever you want to call it from. Golden backlit keyboard. It can change colour and it's got like different settings and things. I usually keep it on red because just what it is. So I'm also soon replacing that keyboard. I'm going to replace it with another one, which is the same golden keyboard, just an updated version. Because that one is slowly wearing out and some of the letters are coming off it and stuff. But I have had it for about nearly 3 years now, so it's fared me quite well. So that's the main technical side done of the big power box that plays most of my games. Now, TV, I think that might have changed, I'm not really sure. I don't know if it's still the same or not. I'm also thinking about going through all the little things across the front in here, just so people can go, oh, why'd you have that? And it's just, oh, this reason. So got statues of lions and things. I've got another one down there, and I've got lots of cable management, brilliant cable management, as you can see, with all my different sockets and things from all over the world for some reason that I have. I've got a Nintendo Wii there, which I haven't used in quite a while, but I do intend to use at some point. Don't know if I would do any recordings on it though, because Nintendo are kind of a dickhead when it comes to recording their games. So obviously 2 controllers for it, some paperwork there, boring stuff, don't worry about that. And down here, got a PS2 that lights up at the bottom, and the sound bar which I use to grab recordings. Also in here, you won't be able to see very well, but in here, this is a laptop case. All it is just, it's got my laptop inside it. That I use for recording on the go if I can, and also just for like browsing websites and things when I'm not at home. So overall, that's the gaming section. I don't really use much else apart from the Xbox and stuff, which we'll get to in a second. But yeah. Let's switch over to them now. So, this is the side that gets really technical and complicated. The side that's always been like, what the hell's going on? So, we've got more stuff all over the place. We've got my phone here, which switches back and forth from there, all the way over to there, when I'm doing recording things, because I don't want it in the way. And what often happens is, I'll be sitting like this, right here. The microphone will be over that side, and I'll be editing videos, flicking back and forth, with these like this. So usually I have recording over here. Don't know if you can see that very well on the screen. I'll have recording there. I'll have editing or uploading here. And that's kind of the way that works. We've got some more statues and little things all over the place. Got another one of these same mouse. So I've got the same one over there. Just a wired version. It's a Lotus mouse. This one's just wireless because I moved it from over there to over there, just so it's easier to stop and start recording sometimes. Keyboard, Predator keyboard. Haven't had this for too long. I did have another keyboard, but I can't remember what it was. Did have another keyboard that was also really good, but I changed it because that broke. So now onto the main computer itself that powers all this stuff. We've got Mario collectibles, blocks and things like that. So, I don't know if you're able to see this very well, but this has changed a little bit. It's got a new graphics card and it's got a new hard drive and processor, but it's obviously hard to see that. Specs are coming up on screen and you'll be able to see everything that's inside that, because that's the biggest change, because this was a lot smaller. It was a completely different case as well, and it had a lot of different stuff I think the only thing we kept out of it was probably the fan, to be honest. But then again, I can't be sure. So yeah, that powers this whole side. And then overall, what you'll see is when I'm recording, I'll be recording like this, and I'm playing the game on that side, and I see it recording on that side. Then when I'm done, I come all the way over here, and I record all that stuff. So, down to the consoles. The 360, which I haven't recorded on in quite a while. Last game I ever did on that was the Family Guy game. A spare keyboard just for like these two consoles, in case I ever need to type things quickly, which can happen. The Xbox One down here, very hard to see because it's a black console obviously. But yeah, it's there. If you can see it just about, definitely there. And then down to the bottom, even harder to see, is the SNES down here, which I haven't recorded for quite a long time. And the N64, which I've never recorded at all. Now, I do plan to do some Nintendo 64 games, but unfortunately, once again, Nintendo, a bit annoying with recording things on there, and it's just a problem. But the main reason is because I've got multiplayer games that I want to do on that, just for like fucking around with, so we need to set that up at some point. And the SNES, I might record a game called Super Putty in the future. I have been planning to do that, so that's to look forward to. Over here, got a fan. Well, that's more of a heater than a fan. Over here, just an air conditioner to keep me not overheating and boiling in this weather that we seem to be having so far. Some tools down there. And yeah, I think that's the overall premise of the entire setup. My games are there, Switch is there, stuff like that. Most of the boring stuff. I've got my microphone here, which this has not changed since last time, so yeah, if you want to know what that is, it's on screen. But yeah, that hasn't changed since last year because it's been a really good microphone. And yeah, I think that's everything. I'm just looking around to see if I can see anything else that needs to be said, but I think that's it. So that's my setup. I don't really know if it's going to change again or if there's going to be anything like in the future to change it up anymore or whatever. But yeah, I'm happy with it. It works brilliantly. It's much better than the old setup because the old computer that I used to have was just much of a pain and it didn't work all the time and stuff like that. So I'm very happy of the stuff that we have. And I also want to say a big thank you to you, because without you I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't be doing YouTube for a second year. I didn't know I'd be doing it for a second year. It just kind of happened. And although we've had ups and downs in terms of recording and problems in between with gaps and weeks, and one of them were a month. So hopefully none of those can happen again, and we'll continue to make more videos. I'll continue to keep uploading daily. So yeah, I want to say thank you very much for always being here, for always showing me support. For any of you that have been for a very long time, then I applaud you for sticking around with me, because that's just been amazing. But yeah, thank you for 2 years on YouTube. So for now, I want to say thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.